Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes we need. And today's episode is about Spark. Yeah, it's Spark. I want a Spark archetype or an archetype focusing on Spark. Let's go for the reasons why I want this. Because it may come as insane. Because read what Spark does. Inflict 200 damage to your opponent's life points. Wow. That's like less powerful than a direct attack from Karibo or Skull Servant. Why do I why do I want this? About Spark, it's an infamous worst burn card ever. In Forbidden Memory, this card is even worse. It does 50 burn damage. So in the real card game, it's buffed. It's like 4 times stronger. It's a worldwide sensation. A total meme material card. And I think this is gonna be a common theme. Most cards like gonna be meme cards and I might want support for. Um, and the most interesting thing, this card specifically got support. It's not like oh god, this is a total playable archetype or anything. Um, Blue medicine and red medicine also got support on rush builds, so it's kind of funny. Let's go to some of the things. Worst no cost burn effect card has more drops than you do. Rush roll cards related to Spark. Don't take this too serious. It's just a joke thing. I'm not playing that you have no drip or whatnot. Like Spark, like even there's a little waifu for Spark. Spark has a waifu. It's a girl focus Spark card. Focus support get support by a girl. And it's Spark Hut Girl. And Spark Hut Girl's effect is just it weakens an opponent's monster for the discard of a low level monster. And it lowers the attack of the opposing monster by 500. And if you have Spark in your graveyard, you can set it. So it's not the most impressive thing ever. So don't take it the wrong way. Just because I said Spark has support, it means wow, where Spark is meta or any something like playground viable. There's also Curtain of Spark and Spark Heart Girls as a target. If you have Spark Heart Girl, you can also set Curtain of Sparks, which I forgot the effect of. I think it was also weakening the opponent by 500, so it has the same effect but on a trap card. Trap cards and rush duels are more viable because from what I've seen so far, none of the monsters have effects that can be activated during your opponent's turn, unless it's continuous. And there are no quick spells, so trap cards are really viable in rush duels if you want to have some counterplay, which should have been in the real Yu-Gi-Oh game, but the card designers messed up so badly that we have to had designed hand traps and whatnot, and those real traps are completely worthless. Also, there was a priority system at the start, so there are more things that's kind of ruined Yu-Gi-Oh. And then we have the fusion. The fusion doesn't really matter because it has nothing to do with Spark or Curtain of Spark itself. And the fusion material doesn't really make much of an doesn't have much of an impact. But seeing that there's a fusion, even there might be some thoughts that we could get some extra deck support if the Spark and Spark Hard Girl archetype were to be made. If that is the support Konami would go for. The playstyles I had thought about. Create a Spark Hard archetype which supports Spark and maybe Curtain of Spark if they want to pen that. It couldn't work similar to Trickstar, so it does minimal burn damage, but repeatedly, and weakening your opponent's board. And for every these types of effects, you get multiple additional effects. Powerful cards easier to use if you use Spark or have Spark in your graveyard. For example, if you use Spark, you can special summon the fusions from your X attack or something. That's just what I thought about. So similar to normal monster support, but if you use, you could think this is like Kaikomeros. This uses a spell for Kaikomeros where you have to show it that your monsters are on board, but instead making that restriction, you can just buff the cards by having Spark. Unlike many, like, I'm just thinking about what could cards that, while this card's on the field, that recover Spark. Then you have other monsters that, if you activate Spark, it does this and that. Then cards, when Spark is in the graveyard, it does this and that. Kind of things. If your opponent gets 200 burn damage or 500 attack point, a monster's attack point is lowered by 500, you can do this and that. It's a type of things I would imagine you could do with this archetype, but I don't know how viable it is in modern formats. Because we have seen how broken Trickster is. Trickster effects. The thing about Trickster card effects is they are continuous, so it's not once per turn you get 200 damage. Every time this and that happens, you get 200 damage. And Tricksters are really annoying. Or at least they were when the cards related to them were still viable. And still Blue Girl or whatever she was called was completely trash. So this is my input to Spark support. I want, or we want. Tell me your thoughts about it. Maybe we can make an episode on Shape Snatch, because Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh! Really made him popular. Or maybe we can do something else. But yeah, give us Spark support, Konami. In the TCG. And maybe if Rush Duels also pays attention, maybe we can expand this Spark playstyles there, because Rush Duels is fun. I can't believe I'm saying that. Back then I wouldn't expect that Rush Duels would be this much fun. But I'm really enjoying them playing Blue Eyes and Rush Duels. For some reason I have no fun using Blue Eyes in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami made Blue Eyes so insanely powerful, or gives them so many insane effects, that it just doesn't feel like, for some reason it doesn't feel fun to play Blue Eyes in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It was my favorite deck, and it's kind of weird. I don't know what it is that makes archetypes or certain cards unfun to play against, or to play with even. But I think there's more to that than just adding Max Dragon or whatnot. I think Max Dragon is a fun card. But it's a while since I played regular Yu-Gi-Oh! So who knows? Thanks for watching. Tell me your input. Originally, I thought maybe we can combine this with Hinotama, but I think if we make a Hinotama archetype, it should be something separate. Fire monsters and pyro monsters are one of the least supported by Konami. I don't know why they make so little support for pyro monsters. Even some of the best burn card effects and monsters are used by other archetypes. Like, how long did we have to wait before Volcanics became good. Thanks for watching, and we will see each other next time.